tiny owls, they hold each other's wings and they dance under the moon. Oh, yeah, they dance under the moon.
Hi, beautiful, 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 beautiful people. It's been 2 years since I've had my last confession. I know. But I had mom brain, and that is a legitimate thing. People have said to me before, I have mom brain, and I'm like, oh, because you're so distracted? No, it's like a medical condition. It means that when I was knitting, there were 3 sleeves and things. When I was writing patterns, I was instructing people to get shovels and risotto and mix them together with the butterflies, and not okay. No, don't. And maybe not everyone has mom brain, like as bad as I did. I'm saying did because I really feel like I've actually just started coming out of it, because hey, I've read through the patterns and they're correct now, so, which is kind of important when it comes to, patterns, because knitting patterns kind of are like all you have is like this piece of paper, and it has to take you from having like sticks and string through like a lot of different steps to end up with these. I'm really into making the animal sounds after I show the animal, and I think that's kind of mom brain too. So anyway, she's back. She's knitting. Things are making sense. It's all good, and I'm really happy to be back. So some of you may remember, maybe, Woodsy Association 1. There was owl. Hoot hoot. Yeah. Badger. Row, mess your face up. That's what badgers say. I've seen badgers eating. She had badgers. She had like badgers outside, and she fed them every single night, and she would put bowls out, like metal bowls out, and she's like, they have to be metal because the badgers will take the plastic ones apart. So she had these huge metal, like industrial steel chain down bowls, and she would put the food out. She's like, I'll put the food out about 9 p.m. Make sure you see the badgers. I'm like, okay. So she puts the food out, and sure enough, like, start like running out. And then they're like eating. It's like dog food. I don't know what she's feeding them. Filet mignon. And they're like eating like that. And then they're like, and then they'll like just bite each other like, you don't eat. No, you don't eat. Well, eat. And the bowl is going everywhere. Anyway, badgers, they're crazy. Badger. Anyway, Woodsy Association 1 had the wolf. Oh. The badger. That's you. The raccoon. Hey guys, what can we mess up today? Raccoons are crazy as well. In fact, did I tell this story before in another video? If I did, just ignore me because I can't remember. But we have had raccoons in our backyard, and one time, and this is a true story because you're not even gonna be able to understand or believe that this actually happened, but this actually happened. I had 3 gnomes in my backyard. One of them had broken, and there was just like kind of the hat and the head and the rest of the body, and I always would put the head back on the body, and then I would go out there, and sure enough, like, it would be flapped off, and I could never figure out what was going on. So I'd go out there and put it back off, and then it would be missing, and then it would turn up, and then it would come, and I'm like, these gnomes, like, and I'm like, because, gnomes will do that kind of thing too sometimes, but it wasn't the gnomes. One day, I heard a ruckus going on, and we turned the lights on, like, and this did not stop them. There were probably 6 or 7 raccoons. They were in a semicircle, standing in a perfect semicircle. You know how you do when people are doing like a dance off and everyone gets in a circle, and then the one in the middle is like, and he's like breakdancing and stuff, and the ones in the circle are like, yeah, okay. There was a raccoon breakdance circle in the middle in my yard, half circle of standing raccoons lining knot, and one raccoon in the middle who had my gnome hat head on his head, like with his face in it, and he was on the ground, and he was kicking his legs and doing backspins with the gnome hat on his freaking head. This is the true story. And all the other raccoons were like, what's he doing? And he's going nuts. And the hat was like coming. He wasn't stuck in there. The hat was like popping off it was like a hat and a head, and actually is like big enough where his whole head went in it. And then it would like pop off, and then he'd run up and jump and get it and like kick his legs and kick his feet. And he was playing. He was like having fun. And all the other raccoons were like, is this normal? But they were also kind of like, and there was one raccoon had a boom box. No, I'm kidding. That part's not true. That legitimately happened. That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my entire life, because it was like community of them, like watching this one raccoon like freaking out. Now the other ones were like, I'd never do that, or maybe they were thinking like, how I wish there were more of those, or like I don't know what they were thinking. Anyway, raccoons are crazy as well. Oh no, fox isn't there. Who else? Wolf, badger. I have stag to add to the mix with his antler. And then the last one is the owl. Hoot, hoot. So that's Woodsy Association 1. And now I have finally added all the charms and completely finished, except they need to be blocked. Woodsy Association 2. Beaver. His name is Jeff. Squirrel. Little acorn. Fox. Hey guys. This lighting is not great, I'm sorry, but anyway, there's Fox with his tail. Who else? Bear. The little beehive with a little bee. Super easy to make. And bunny, last but not least. Bunny. Little bunny with a little tail. I debated putting carrots there, like a carrot, because I thought that'd be kind of cute. But I have more. I don't have the raccoons in my yard anymore, but we have bunnies and foxes, of course. And they don't eat the carrots that I put out. I'm like, here, have some kale, have some banana bread or whatever. And they're like, no, I think grass is the best. I'm like, is it? Like, is it though? Is grass really the best? Like, because I've had it. It's not that great. Actually, it's kind of good. But I don't know if I was like, if someone was like, would you like banana bread or grass? I'd be like, grass, definitely. Do you have any bugs to put on that? Delicious. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. No, it's not really. It's 1:30, but I'll tell you what. It's water. It's not vodka. No, I'm just kidding. It is water. Whenever I hear like the sound of ice like clinking in a glass, I always think of like Wisconsin, like on a summer day. Maybe it's 1960, maybe it's today, and like people are drinking like old fashions or like brandy, and they're just like, and they're wearing dress pants, drinking their AC beverages. This gang is actually in the same gang as Woodsy Association 1. Like, they go together. They're not separate gangs. This isn't like the Care Bears and the Care Bear cousins. These guys are friends. They're from the same place. These guys were just more shy. They came out on like the second. Well, they're a little bit tougher, but they're not like the Care Bear cousins. Do you guys remember like Care Bears and then Care Bear cousins? I really wasn't aware that this was going on, but Woodson is really into Care Bears because they're on Netflix, and he's always like, bah! And then he's like, rah! So like, put Care Bears on. So you watch all the Care Bears, and of course, all of the episodes of Care Bears are like, oh my god! Ah! The sky's falling! Ah! 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 It's like freaking so cataclysmic and terrifying, really, cartoons these days. Or maybe they always have been like, everything's wrong! Ah! Oh, now we're okay. Like, why? Why can't we just have, you know, the beginning where it's like sparkle, happy, you know, plot development, you know, like the catalyst and the whole like antagonist and everything. I'm just not into it. I could happily watch Harry Potter without Voldemort. Is that weird? I know a lot of people are into like the whole, but you have to have a antagonist. I'm like, but why actually? Do you know what I mean? Like, can we perceive a new reality where they're really, you know, and I know the antagonist helps us grow. Like, Harry wouldn't be Harry without Voldemort, and somebody has to play the Voldemort character in our life. But doesn't there come a time where it's time to just like have the beginning where you like you're buying your wand and you're like, yes, maybe I'll make souffle with it. Maybe I'll make some grass for some bunnies with us. Maybe I don't have to use it to like kill someone. Come on, people now. Okay, I'm off my soap dish. What was I actually saying? Care Bears, Care Bear cousins. Really, that's where I started? Care Bears. Anyway, my whole point is that there's the Care Bears, and that's fine. And then there's the Care Bear cousins. I'm also actually okay with that. I'm into like there being, 2.0s of things. But the Care Bear cousins are not Care Bear. They're not bears. There's like a lion. There's a penguin. There's a banana. I don't know what else there is. I think there might be a badger. Anyway, they're not bears. That's the thing that I have a little bit of a problem with. They're care animals, and maybe they're very, 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 very caring. Like, I feel like the lion is like really, really, really caring. Like, actually, I'm not even sure if he's caring, but he feels caring to me. But he's not a bear, so he can't be a Care Bear cousin. Of course, cousins can all have the same last name, so maybe all their dads were bears, and all their dads were brothers, and then each one married like a different species, and then they all kept the last name Bear. So bear doesn't really mean that they are a bear. That's just their last name. So like Care Bear cousins, they still care. Their last name is Bear. And like there's a valid thing happening there. My whole point, and this is really what I'm trying to get at, is that these guys aren't like Care Bear cousins. This isn't like this is the Care Bears and then these are the Care Bear cousins. They're all like from the same gang. They're all Woodsy associations. They're all first brother and sister in the same species. I don't know why that's such an important point for me to make. These are not the Care Bear cousins. Because the Care Bear cousins, like, I just need them to have like a new name. Like the Care other species. That was outragicals, actually. So I'm trying to do this like really fast while Woodson is sleeping because I have to take Ruby to the vet because she has to get Ruby's my cat, she has to get some of her teeth pulled because they got too big. That's what I told her. I was like, Ruby, we have to go to the dentist, the doctor, to get your teeth pulled because they got too big. You're just a really fast grower and your teeth just got a little too big, so they're just gonna take them out because it's just such a good grower. Like to like encourage her, not like you have cavities, you dirty, filthy, rotten. Whatever. Anyway, I love bunnies. I almost forgot the most important thing, and that is that if you bought the wool in the pattern to do Woodsy Association 1, guess what? Surprise, happy birthday. You have enough wool to make all of Woodsy Association 2. Okay, so that's exciting because that's all of these 20 mitts. I like to mix and match myself. Bear can be friends with squirrel. No, because that's the left hand. With badger. They can be, it's like Zootopia. Like it's prey and predator together as one. Loving each other. I put everybody next to each other. Hi! Hey, what's up? Let's fight some crime. So I don't know if you remember or not, but the Woodsy Association 1 had a song that they did. It was like, we're the Woodsy Association. We fight crime. We scale the highest building. We give out promotional chocolates. Book us for your birthday party. It's kind of like chill. They're like, we fight crime. Like, book us for a party. Like, we're good. Woodsy Association 2.0, they're like a little feistier. They're a little tougher. They're in the same like club. They're in the same association, but there is sort of a little niche that they've kind of fallen into together, and it could be mildly controversial. I was gonna say conversational. It's very conversational. Yeah, it could be like a little controversial what they're into. So they're a little wilder, just a little. Not a terrible amount, but you need to check out their rap, which is coming up next. So thank you for tuning in. I will be back with more stuff because I've got more patterns really, really ready to come out. And now that my brain is like actually doing what it's supposed to do, it shouldn't be too long. So I'll see you soon. Enjoy the wrap. These guys work really hard on this wrap and they take it incredibly seriously. So enjoy.
We're the Woodsy Association. We fight crime and we play the PlayStation. Call Jack Bauer, we'll deactivate the bomb. We play checkers with your dad and we date your mom. Woodsy Association. Woodsy Association. 2.0. I'm Beaver, you can leave it to me. I'll be catching criminals like I'm chopping down trees. I'm Fox and I'm good with knives. Just don't call me during days of our lives. You should come over. Associate. Associate. 2.0. I'm Bear and I don't need money. When I get the job done, you can pay me in honey. I'm Bunny, I'll take Bear's pay. I got 18 kids and a dozen on the way. We are the Woodsy Association. We fight crime and we play the PlayStation. Call Jack Bauer, we'll deactivate the bomb. We play checkers with your dad and we date your mom. She's hot.
Hey guys, I'm Squirrel. I'm 32 years old, single of course. Just looking for someone who wants to take, really, really, really fast walks on the beach. And I like jazz. Only if it's fast jazz. I don't like slow jazz. I do not like slow jazz. I like really, 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 really fast jazz. Like really, 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 really fast jazz. So if you like fast jazz, call me. I have 2 cats and 3 hamsters. My hamsters are really, really, really fast.
Squirrel. This was our business rap. I thought this was for eHarmony. This rap was for our business, and you ruined it. Rawr.